Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king, take that to the bank. B is for Bobby, Cox never cowered, he'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper, don't call him Larry, he would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David, justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews, 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred, McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine, Southpaw winds and kicks, changing speeds east and west, a gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright, the father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play, Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones, Andrew let her fly, and his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts, a plenty from Strider, the quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitcher's lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler. Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren. Skip Carey 2. Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren. Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby, and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young. The game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Rama-Lama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee, to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead.
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door, as innocent as children, longing for the past.
Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers and erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field This game is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Fuss. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop. All throughout Braves country, pop that top! Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light pure. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we once were
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the Atlanta Braves are on the road again. We're set for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for your Atlanta Braves in center field, it's Michael Harris II. 14 home runs, 42 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .304. Batting second, playing second, Ozzie Albies. 12 home runs, 44 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .281. Batting third, at first, Matt Olson. 20 home runs, 52 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .273 on the year. Batting cleanup, behind the plate, Drake Baldwin. 14 home runs, 39 RBI, .265 average. Dominic Smith, the designated hitter, is batting fifth and 6 home runs and 32 RBI. He's got a .280 clip on the year. Mauricio Dubon is in left field with 8 home runs, 43 RBI, .267 average. Austin Riley, batting seventh, playing third. 8 home runs, 36 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .215. And the Yaz is batting eighth with 4 home runs, 19 RBI, a .223 average. Hassan Kim once again gets a start at shortstop. Your guess is as good as mine. He's 5 for 69 on the year, batting .072. On the mound for your Atlanta Braves, Bryce Elder, 5-5 with a 3.71 ERA and a 1.21 WHIP. 94 innings, 29 walks, 10 home runs served, 79 strikeouts. He'll be going head-to-head with Logan Webb. Pay attention to tonight's game and tomorrow's game. There's a good chance the Braves could end up with one of these starters at the trade deadline between Webb and Ray. Logan Webb is 4-5 with a 3.35 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. 83 innings, 73 hits allowed, 5 home runs, 20 walks. Backing up Webb in the bottom of the first inning, leading off, batting second, Luis Arias. 3 home runs, batting .321. Casey Schmidt is in left, batting second with 16 home runs and 42 RBI. Jung-Ho Lee is in right field, batting third. 5 home runs, 30 RBI, 327. Rafael Devers batting cleanup, playing first. 12 home runs, 39 RBI, a 236 clip. Willie Adames batting fifth at short, 14 home runs and a 229 average. Bryce Eldridge, the designated hitter, 6 home runs with 6 home runs with 16 RBI, a 277 average. Matt Chapman at the hot corner, batting seventh. 7 home runs, 42 RBI, a 239 average. And Drew Gilbert is in center field for the G-Men. 3 home runs, 15 RBI, a 231 clip. Kavanaugh behind the plate. The rookie is 1 for 3 on the season, 1 for 3 in his career. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, Chris Conroy. First base umpire, Willie Traynor. Second base will be manned by Brendan Miller. And down the third base line, it's John Tupane. Game time temperatures here in San Francisco, California. 61 degrees with the wind blowing dead center at the moment, 15 miles an hour. Atlanta Braves are plus 115 on the money line. Giants minus 124, a slight favorite. The over-under is 8. Our pick to click. It's kind of a tough one because not a lot of our guys have hit Logan Webb well, but Michael Harris II has. We're going to go with Money Mike. He is a whopping 7 for 14 lifetime with 2 dingers, 3 RBI, a 500 average, and 3 strikeouts. We'll take your Atlanta Braves to win this one 4-3 and hope that Bryce Elder improves as much. Gives us a much better outing in June than he has all month long. There is consideration to keep an eye on in this game. If Bryce Elder gets into trouble early, Grant Holmes could piggyback. If not, they expect Grant Holmes to pitch on Tuesday as a starter.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. And if we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, everybody. We'll scroll back a few minutes, go all the way back to the 8:50 mark if you haven't chimed in since then. Go ahead and give us some salutations. Good to see everybody here on a Saturday night here in Braves country. Good to see you. Where we start at here? We'll start with John Shealy. Good to see you. 8:50 Eastern. Randy Brown, downtown Randy Brown. Razor quack quack. Uncle Charlie. Mark Ricky Ricardo. I beg your pardon, we didn't promise you a rosemary garden. Scotty B, good to see you. What you talking about, Willis? Good to see you. Hope you're feeling okay, sir. James Fisher King. Eric's, I believe is how that's pronounced. Who else do we have in here tonight? Trina, good to see you. SS Dub. Cheeseburger, Rebecca, Chop Shop, Oswaldo, Joseph, we're coming up on first pitch. We'll get to the rest of y'all down the road. We need to go ahead and get this set because as soon as the 3D kicks in, we will kick it. Make sure this thing is up to date. They like to drag in the beginning and then race forward in the middle. Talking about the videos. Should be set for first pitch here in a moment. We'll continue to scroll down here real quick. Wait for them to come on. Richard, good to see you. Steven, or Steve. Mike. Mike from Ashland City. I think we're pretty much caught up. Beautiful sunshiny day here in San Francisco. Michael Harris will be leading us off. And the Giants are wearing really ugly version. It's a City Connect type thing, black jersey with gray or something as they're in puking pink on top of it. I don't know. Anyways, it's a black jersey with Giants across the chest. That's all you really need to know. Oofa. I thought they were creative out in California. Somebody's dropping the ball out there. Atlanta Braves are wearing their gray road gear as we await the first pitch. And it looks like they're coming on the screen. So real quick, let me knock that off the screen. And the first pitch on the way. Yes, sir. It is baseball time in Braves country. First pitch down and away to Michael Harris II. Taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Infield back into the right. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a bad one off the plate. Sinker. 1-1. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. High and out of the zone. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Well over the plate. And that's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch misses outside. Ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Michael Harris. We try to continue to sync this up. Michael Harris will head down to first base. A leadoff walk, and hopefully that's good news that Logan Webb's a little off tonight. Normally a sinker ball pitcher. We'll go over his repertoire here in a second, but he's a ground ball pitcher, and the Braves got to try to stay out of his game plan. As the first pitch to Ozzie Albies is right there for a strike. Righty-lefty matchup, it's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Ozzie batting .281 on the year. Kicks and fires. Pitch high over the zone. 1-1. So 1-1. Runner at first, nobody out. As Webb looks over his shoulder, the 1-1 pitch, swing, lifts it high into left field, not very deep. And that'll be an easy fly ball, easy out, and there's one away. 1 up, 1 down. Schmidt with the catch. Left to right across the outfield for the G-men. It'll be Schmidt, Gilbert, and Lee. Around the horn, third to first. Chapman, Adames, Arias, and Devers. Kavanaugh, the rookie behind the plate. Webb on the mound. First pitch is four-seamer well high out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball on the outer edge. This is outside, ball 2-0. The 2-0 count. Brings it. Another pitch out of the zone, ball 3-0. Wish you would have seen Ozzie have a little patience in his at-bat. He is definitely struggling with control. Infield back into the right. The 3-0 pitch. Below the knees, called for a strike. Olson's not going to challenge it. He doesn't challenge a ton of pitches, but that one was definitely below the zone. He would have been walking down to first right now. The 3-1 count. Swing, slices it foul. Full count. And especially with guys like Logan Webb, when you get them struggling, you've got to take advantage. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw comes down to second as Michael Harris is taken off and the ball gets away. Harris will head down to third, but there are 2 outs, but he will get the stolen base and the error. Now the go-ahead run is 90 feet away. What you'll get from Logan Webb tonight is that sinker that he lives on 32% of the time. He also looks for ground balls from that changeup 25% of the time. He's got a sweeper, a four-seamer, and a cutter. Sweeper at 20, four-seamer at 12, and the cutter at 11. Drake Baldwin, the batter, first pitch on the way is a sinker fouled straight back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, chops it up the middle, but right into the teeth of the defense. Adames has it. He'll get Baldwin by a mile, and that'll end the inning. Braves threaten, but can't get it across. We go to the bottom of the first here in Braves country. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Got here Chattanooga, Chatham, Virginia, Houston, Texas, Lafayette, Georgia, Live Oak, East Alabama, near Greenbow, Mobile, Rosemary's coordinates in case you have to send a drone, Tifton, Old Chattanooga. I've drank a beer or two there a few times. ATL. Cape Fear is Bryce Elder coming to the bump. And the first pitch on the way as we begin the inning is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Luis Arias, the batter. Righty-lefty matchup, batting .321. He's a spray hitter, a slap hitter, but he does have a little power. There's a 1-0 pitch. Swing, pops it up. Down the left field line, making the catch in the corner just before he runs out of room is Mauricio Dubon. Fayetteville, North Carolina. What you'll get from Bryce Elder tonight is a 5-pitch mix. As the first pitch from Bryce is a strike upstairs. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, pops it up. High into right field. Sunshine is blasting right now, so they're having to fight it. Yaz is used to it. San Francisco Giants, so he's plenty used to this outfield. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down. We got the Bryce Elder emoji in there for y'all. You probably can't recognize it because it's very detailed, and you know how small emojis are. But we did add Braves robes to the Muppet guys for Respect Your Elders. First pitch to Jung-Ho Lee, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup, the 1-0. Down below the knees. 2-0. See if I can pull it. I did not know that wasn't back up there. The 2-0 count. Hits it well deep into the drink out in right field, but it will be foul. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Has that not been on the screen the whole time? I could have swore I saw Jason put it up there. He had to step away for something as the 2-2 pitch. Down and in, 3-2. Full count. If y'all let me know that if it was on before, because I was under the impression that it was. The payoff pitch from Elder. Caught looking, strike 3, punches him out on the inner track, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash. It has not been. I do apologize for that, y'all. We'll be back in a flash. Braves, nothing. Giants, nothing.
Got peanuts on the plane?
I didn't know that they still serve peanuts on the plane.
I mean, excuse me. Hi, excuse me. Hi, I'm so sorry, but would you mind not having peanuts on the plane? I'm going to see my granddaughter. She's very, very allergic to peanuts. Could you put them away or something?
My peanuts?
Yeah, yes, my daughter, her throat closes and we rushed her to the hospital a number of times because of peanuts. So I'm asking you nicely, if you could please just put them away, because I don't even want them near me.
Well, first of all, you're across the aisle from me. There's literally 2 people between us. You think my peanuts are going to hurt?
Do you think I would take the chance?
Not even here. Your granddaughter's not even here.
I'm sorry, but I just can't take the chance, sir. I appreciate you talking to me about this, but I really appreciate if you could put those peanuts away as soon as possible. I'm going to get the stewardess.
If my peanuts across the aisle, a crumb happens to get on you, and you travel it all the way to visit your granddaughter, and your granddaughter dies, maybe, just maybe, your granddaughter's not meant to be alive.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The irony that your granddaughter is allergic to nuts when you're nuts.
Armchair.
For me, it's a couple of Advil, and those muscle aches are long gone.
He had the Advil commercials, which basically played in perfectly to a 42-year-old pitcher. He got a lot of grief in the clubhouse from the younger players about that.
We'd bust his chops a little bit. Hey, Nola, you're going to go have a couple Advil after you just got done, just kind of messing with him a little bit.
It was fun. I always loved the ones that he and my mom did together. I take it for my arthritis pain, so we can exercise together.
If you weren't a hardcore baseball fan, you got to know Nolan Ryan.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way as we start the inning, and I think they've jumped ahead, so we're going to pause it here for a second. That's what it looks like. They do this every once in a while. And the first pitch is right there for a strike, sinker down the middle of the plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Webb comes set, brings it. 0-2. It's an 0-2 count. Dominic Smith, the batter. The 0-2. Upstairs for a strike. Caught looking, strike three. Smith wants to challenge that. He's going to be wrong. That ball was 1,000% in the zone. He's even walking back to the... He looks confused, like he didn't realize that he was challenging it. I don't know what in the hell happened there, but regardless.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
He looked back at home plate umpire Chris Conroy as to say, like, am I challenging that? But they had a discussion right after he tapped his helmet. The first pitch swinging by Mauricio Dubon is down for a base hit. He's turning for two, head first slide, and it's a one-out double for Doobie. Good job, Mauricio, getting on. Get something going here.
Pardon me, would you have any... But of course.
So it's funny, they showed a replay on the San Francisco cast, but not on the Braves cast, of the side view of Dominic Smith in that challenge. He went to touch his helmet, and then you could read his lips saying, oh, wait a minute, it maybe what I don't really know if there's any leniency, but the umpire did not give him any leniency, and so that's what happened. First pitch to Austin Riley. Down for a strike, it's 0-1. Righty matchup, runner at second, the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, that four-seamer misses, but Riley really can't challenge that because of the bad one by Dominic, so it's 0-2. You don't want to lose both of your challenges this early, but that pitch, showing it on the StatCast, missed by about 1.5 inches, maybe 2. Well, not it. Excuse me, 0.2. The 0-2 bangs it foul, and we'll do it again. 0-2 count. 0-0 your score. Standing on deck behind Austin Riley is the Yaz. Kicks and fires. Caught looking, strike three. Austin Riley watches batting average drop to 214. I've noticed, and I'm sure other opposing pitchers have noticed, if you throw him a two-strike pitch on the outer edge, he just doesn't go for it anymore. So he's sitting dead in the middle, trying to find something to pull to get out of his slump. And he's seeing a ton of pitches on that outer edge. Most of his backwards Ks have been from the outside. First pitch to the Yaz. He's right there for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 count. Right there. 1-1. Runner at second in scoring position. A base hit with this spacious outfield should score Dubon as the sun starts to set here in San Francisco. The 1-1. This is outside 2-1. 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. High cheese, 2-2. Of course, being ex-teammates, I'm sure they pretty much know how they want to pitch Mike Yastrzemski. Yaz, like most left-handed hitters, he likes it down in the zone. The 2-2, down and in, sweeper misses, and it's 3-2. Full count, 2 outs. Dubon at second, infield is back and to the right. The 3-2, swing, belts it down the right field line, but foul. We did get good news earlier today as the Mets knocked off the Phillies. So finally someone cooled their jets. So the Braves can win this one. They can go back to 5 games in front of Philadelphia. If not, they'll remain 4. The payoff pitch, high and up top, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Good at bat there by Diaz. Be a good time for Ha-Seong Kim to come through finally. Righty-righty matchup. Kim takes the first pitch up top, a little high out of the zone. Too close to challenge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Misses high. Come on now. You got to challenge that. And he didn't challenge it. He paused to challenge it. Home plate umpire Chris Conroy has been an absolute disaster so far. That pitch was easily 2 inches out of the zone. So an 0-2 count. He's taking advantage of the passive nature of the Braves batters because he knows now that they're not going to do it. The 0-2 pitch swing rolls it down the third base line. And the only play he would have had was to hold and tag it at third. But Dubon beat it out and the ball rolls foul. So we'll go back to our positions. Ball just rolled foul. Hit the lip of the grass. When things are going well for you, that thing stays fair and the bases are loaded. So Kim heads back to first as he had busted it down the line. And as he digs back in, the 0-2 count. Brings it upstairs, misses high, 1-2. They checked down the line, did not go around. 1-2 count. Caught looking, strike 3. That's above the zone. He's not challenging that. So they're obviously being told not to challenge, but 2 outs here in this inning are all on Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Afternoon, everybody. What a day. I use a drink.
Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I'd say I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking,
You
dude.
never gonna drink again?
Nope.
You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay.
What's shaking? All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a limit drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking up things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Bryce Elder is down below the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Even the Giants are starting to roll their eyes because that pitch looked a little low. So he's calling them high and low. The 0-1 went around, according to home plate umpire Chris Conroy, 0-2. He's wanting to challenge it. They're not allowed. Well, let's see what he's doing here. No, they're not allowing the challenge, it looks like. I think Conroy's saying he went around. Conroy has dinner plans. That's the only thing that makes sense because he is calling anything and everything a strike. So you better be swinging early and often because you're not getting anything from Conroy today. The 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2. Because Devers was wanting to check down the line, and he came out and waved off the third base umpire. The 1-2 pitch misses high, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Bryce Elder trying to bounce back from some bad outings. The 2-2 pitch, swing, lifted. High and deep into center field, and I think that one's going to be gone. It is. A solo shot. And it's 1-0 San Francisco. That was 100% wind aided. That ball got up in the wind, and it was a high fly ball. Most stadiums, that ball's going to get knocked down. But that wind is blasting out to center field. And the Braves trail 1-0. It just got over the bullpen wall. When you got a wind blowing out 15 to 20 miles an hour, that makes a big difference, especially when he gets it up that high. Even he looks surprised in the dugout. First pitch is a sinker right there for a ball. 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Called for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 count. Sinker below the knees, 2-1. Giants 1, Braves nothing. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, pulled the string, 2-2. The 2-2 from Elder. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Second strikeout of the night for Bryce Elder. I mean, I'm sure they see it all the time here at this park, but they're showing the replay on the San Francisco cast, and it still amazes me that ball got out because it was almost a jam shot. First pitch is upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. This is one of those parks that the wind really makes the difference in whether they, is the first pitch on the way off of that is swung on. That ball's lifted high and deep into left field. That ball's going to bang off the wall. Misplayed by Dubon, rolls away, and it's going to be a one-out double for San Francisco. This ball is taken off, and it really works against the Braves because Logan Webb is a sinker ball pitcher, and Bryce Elder, not so much. Used to be when he first came up, and he relies on that slider when it hangs. And it looks like it's hanging tonight. They're going to get some lift on it. So we might get Grant Holmes midway through this game. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is upstairs. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Rips and kicks. Sinker right there at the knees that he's called 100 times tonight already. This time it's a ball. He's out there spotting dimes and eating onions tonight. As the 1-1 misses high in the zone. 2-1. Tomorrow is Chris Sale Day, so you like your chances of winning this series. Good to see you, Bobby. The 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Or excuse me, 2-2. Called it a strike. The 2-2 in the dirt. Ball gets away. Bounces far away as Drake gives chase, and it's a full count. You can ring that up to the new version of how the catchers sit. He's sitting on his knee, and when the ball comes bouncing up like that, he just has no chance of blocking it. So that'll put a runner into scoring position. Full count to Chapman. Infield is now drawn in. Dangerous play right here. The 0-2 down and away, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Runners on the corners is still only 1 out. Double play can get you out of the mess. Gilbert, the center fielder, with good wheels, is coming to the plate, so he'll be tough to double up. And you may, normally I would say you may see a squeeze play here, but Eldridge is famously slow, so I don't know if they would try it right now. The Braves are playing double play depth, but it will be very difficult to turn to with the center fielder. It's going to have to be an atom ball. First pitch is upstairs. Cutter misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Elder about to throw his 30th pitch of the night. 1-0. Outside wide. Ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Brings it, swing, lifts, pitch high and deep into left field. That should be enough to get Eldridge home as Dubon's backpedaling makes the catch, and he'll fire it to second. No chance to get Eldridge, and there's 2 down. So 2-0 your score now. And 2 outs. Coming to the plate, the rookie Kavanaugh. The infield playing back and to the right. First pitch, swing, whack down the right field line, but foul. On one. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, slaps it foul. 0-2. Bottom of the second inning. 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Slices it foul. And we'll do it again. Elder at 34 pitches, a little north of where you want to be if you're Elder here in the second inning. Not terribly high, but it is something that we'll keep an eye on. The 0-2 pitch misses high, 1-2. If you missed the beginning of the game, we told you very good chance that if Elder struggles, we could see Grant Holmes in the middle innings. If not, they expect him to start on Tuesday. Elder flips it over to first, and the runner goes, and Chapman's got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. So that'll end the inning on a positive note. We'll head to the top of the third. Trailing by 2 here in San Francisco.
I hope you guys are happy you canceled catcalling. Okay, I just walked past a group of construction workers and they didn't even look at me. Good. That's a win. Yay. Well, I'm fine.
So I've been on this earth for 48 years, and I'm starting my 49th today. And I'm thankful. I am. Somebody didn't get to wake up today, so for that I am thankful. But I made a few realizations as I approach damn near 50. I definitely still think I'm 25 years old in my head, but my body is easily 68, 70. Coffee is delightful at any time of the day. I should not be driving at night. I can't see nothing. I don't know how we get anywhere. It's a bunch of streaky lights and squiggly lines. It's one of my favorite hobbies is now sitting down and being not bothered. I don't know when this started, but I grunt for no reason at all. I just make weird ass noises. I can't grow hair on my head no more, but it sure grow real fast in my nose and my ears for some reason. I'm gonna be such a curmudgeon when I get 70. It's gonna be ridiculous.
He weighed about 142, 145 pounds, about 6'1", so he was a skinny right-handed junior. And when he threw the baseball, it just exploded out of his hand with it almost effortlessly.
Red Murph pitched for the Braves during his career, and then he became a scout. Jim Watson was the baseball coach in Alvin. And he told Jim not to tell any other scouts about Nolan.
Well, he told me I had the best arm he'd ever seen and truly believed that I would pitch in the big league.
My dad's uncle, my grandmother's brother, was one of the initial owners of the New York Mets. What's interesting from our family's perspective is that a young pitcher on that team was Nolan Ryan.
A constant theme in Nolan's life from the start in baseball. He was always undervalued.
The Mets were pretty much the only team on him. Took him in the 12th round. They just took a flyer. They just thought, well, here's a guy with a good arm, and let's see what we end up with.
Michael Harris II is coming to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is right there. First strike, it's 0-1. Appreciate it, Rich. We'll get to yours. I didn't see yours, John, for some reason at the beginning because I was running around doing all the stuff I do with the radio stations pregame. We'll do yours next. And Uncle Charlie's is the 0-1. Fouls it deep and out of play. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Braves trail 2-0. The pitch is high and out of the zone. Good take. 1-2. Cubs are all over the Brewers right now, 8-2, and the Phillies lost to the Mets. We'll get you the out-of-town scoreboard in the bottom of this inning. The 1-2 pitch. Outside wide. 2-2. Harris trying to work his way aboard with Ozzie on deck. And Olsen in the hole. The 2-2. Swing, chopped it foul. Chase went a little bit off the plate, but had enough of it to keep it alive. Elder's given up 2 hits, 2 earned runs. A home run involved in that, and a walk along with 2 strikeouts. So not off to a great start, but has time to improve as the game goes on. The 2-2 outside wide, 3-2. I couldn't believe that post game. Any of y'all were in the chat after the game, you know what I'm talking about, because I was listening to the post game, and all they were doing was talking about how we were getting great at bats last night. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, chased a bad one off the plate, strike 3.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Uber gobble, uber gobble, uber gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
First pitch swinging, pops it up into deep left field, and that'll be an easy out. Ozzie giving away another at bat, and there's quickly 2 down. Seems to do that at least once a game. Tonight he's done it twice because he's seen a total of 3 pitches and he's got 2 fly ball outs. You'd love to hear why he does that. Matt Olson, the batter. First pitch, takes it right there at the knees. On the outer edge, it's 0-1. Olson, 0 for 1 with the strikeout. The 0-1 pitch. Pop up. Deep into left center field. Will the wind push it? It will not, but it'll take it all the way to the wall. And that just tells you that ball is carrying, because that is normally just a routine fly ball in left field. Olson gave it a ride. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Trailing by 2 here in Braves country. Your out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. For Saturday, June 27th, we're in the top of the 9th inning in Baltimore, and the Nationals and Orioles are all knotted up at 3. Cleveland, Ohio, the Guardians lead the Mariners 4-3. They're in the top of the 9th, and threatening are the Mariners with the runner on. Rockies and Twins, Colorado 8-2 over the Twins, top of the 9th inning. Marlins 5-1 over the Cardinals in the top of the 9th inning. Dodgers and Padres. Los Angeles leads San Diego 1-0 in the 4th in San Diego. They're in Anaheim, and the Angels and Athletics are just getting going 0-0 in the 1st. Red Sox knocked off the Yankees 4-1 in Boston. In Motown, it was the Astros 8-6 over the Tigers. North of the border, the Rangers topped the Blue Jays 7-4. Reds over the Pirates near the Allegheny River. They were on the south side, and the White Sox 2-1 winners over the Royals. Good news for Braves country as the Mets down the Phillies 6-2 in New York, and the Rays beat the Diamondbacks. Brewers just finished off the Cubs. It's a final 8-2.
Cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread.
First pitch on the way, swinging to start the inning, is going to be a quick fly ball out. And F9 in your scorecard. Quickly 1 away. Righty-lefty matchup, Luis Arias, the batter, top of the order for the Giants as Cavanaugh flies out to right. The first pitch is right there at the knees. Slider called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 from Elder. Brings it. Punches it foul over the third base dugout. 0-2. Tomorrow's game, another really strange start time. 4:10. I know we're used to the 1:35, 1:40 type start times on Sunday afternoons. But the good news is we get the hell out of the West Coast for good. After tomorrow is the 0-2. Fouls it away. Only way we return to the West Coast 2026 is if we see the Dodgers or Padres or whoever in the postseason. The 0-2 count. Misses high, 1-2. Four-seam fastball. The 1-2 count. Sinker misses. And that'll leave it up at 2-2. Elder sitting at 41 pitches. The 2-2 swing, slaps it into left field, and that's down for a base hit. And it's a one-out single for the Giants. The hanging slider, and he just punches it over the infield's head. Rice has made a living on doing that with pitches up in the zone. Thank you, Uncle Charlie. Casey Schmidt, the batter. First pitch swinging. He rips it into left field. Another pitch high in the zone.
We accept that 1-out. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
So first and second. 1 out. Jung-Ho Lee comes to the plate. The infield will be playing back and to the right. First pitch on the way. Swing, chops it off his instep. It's 0-1. Go ahead and pull the screen back so you can see any kind of movement. Double play defense right now for the Atlanta Braves, back and to the right. Infield double play depth in the outfield is straight away and deep. The 0-1. 1-1. One count. Four-seamer right there on the outer edge, 1-2. Razor's asking about the Green Mile. Phenomenal move. That's one of those ones I'd definitely watch again. I don't think I've ever watched it twice. I believe I just watched it that first time, but it was great. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Chase one well out of the zone. Strike 3, 2 down. Yeah, that's one of the all-timers, especially like for this generation. This is open stance from the left side, and got to be careful here. Raviel Devers standing in. He homered to center his first time up. That time it was a solo shot. He's got 2 on right now. Devers hitting his 13th home run of the year. Back in the second, the 0-1 punches it foul. 0-2. Oh, 0-2 count. Braves trail 2-0. 2 on, 2 out. The 0-2 pitch. Swing. Rifles it down the left field line. Just foul. They were off to the races. That would have cleared the bases. And he If you didn't think I could rhyme, that's in your faces. The 0-2 count, 2 on, 2 out, 2 strikes. Brings it. Punches it foul towards the third base dugout. That almost got his hand, hit the bat handle. The 0-2 pitch. Time is called. Brings it. Swing belted. High and deep. If it's fair, it's gone. And she hits the pole. And she gone. Devers shoves another one down Bryce Elder's throat, and it's 5-0. 362 feet. Hit the top of the pole. Just stayed fair. And Bryce Elder has been an absolute disaster once again. They got to put him in the bullpen. You can't send him down, by the way, if you're not familiar. He is out of options, but they got to send him. They got to send him to the bullpen. He's a disaster, and it proves once again that he pitches better on 4 days rest. 5-0 your score. First pitch swinging, hammers it down the line, foul with 2 strikes. It's 0-1. Another pitch that was just, it's another hanging slider. That's been his downfall. Ball clocked the foul pole. Or just left of it where the screen is, but nonetheless, it's a home run. The 1-1. It's pop up. Hopefully the wind won't take this one out. Drake's underneath it, and he'll make the catch. For him and Riley almost collided. We'll be back in a flash, whether you like it or not. Top of the 4th inning, Braves trail 4-0.
If you want to stop me, you're going to have to kill me!
So pretty much told me that she want to get a divorce.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
So what'd you say?
I just said that the Tigers wasn't looking too good this season.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. Let's stand in the middle of the f***ing aisle so nobody can get by. Get the f*** out of my way. I need my Fruit Loops, bitch.
Recently I found out that...
So you can record the dumb you say? You recently found out you're supposed to heat up Pop-Tarts? You're supposed to put them in a toaster, not the microwave. But you're sitting here and putting them in the thing because you recently found out Pop-Tarts are supposed to be hot. They were always supposed to be hot. Pop-Tarts go in the toaster to pop up. That's it. The slow gotta stop. I need you to think. Did you ever look at the box of the Pop-Tarts?
I've been eating Pop-Tarts cold my whole life.
Your whole life because you're greedy. Because you sneak food. You sneak snacks. I used to heat them up for you just like the toaster strudels. They both go hot. Go to bed. Go to bed. No.
He came to me and said, I got drafted today. Well, I thought he meant the Army. He was 18 and out of high school, and it was during Vietnam. A lot of our friends had gotten drafted. And he goes, no, the baseball draft. And he said, I'll be leaving pretty soon. And I'm like, oh, that was a shock to me. I had plans to go to college, but when Nolan left at age 18, I was only 16. I really missed him. I really wanted to be with him. Red Murph found out that we were probably going to get married one day. He said, Ruth, you know that you're going to have to share Nolan with the world. And I thought, I'm not sharing Nolan with anybody, I was very put out that he said that to me. And it was so true. I did end up sharing him with the world. I had no idea what the baseball life would really be like. That was a shock.
Good morning, sir. I'm the census taker. Are you married or happy?
Welcome back. First pitch is outside for a ball. Webb with the 5-0 lead, the 1-0 count to Drake Baldwin. Kicks and fires. Sweeper. right on the inner cut. Man, that's one of those ones Drake would love to have back because that sweep didn't sweep. That thing just kind of laid flat in the zone. He could have hammered that one. The 1-1 pitch, swing. Instead, it'll chase the changeup out of the zone and bang it on the ground. It'll be a G3 in your scorecard, and there's one down. If you're just joining us, want to know what in the world happened, Devers is hitting home run number 13 and 14, both off Bryce Elder. The first one I'll say is win-aided. The second one definitely was not. He hammered it. The only question was going to be if it stayed fair. Righty-lefty to Dominic Smith. Sinker misses off the edge, just want to know. But it's a long way to go in this one. And Webb hasn't looked like shut down Webb. So if the Braves can get some runners aboard, they might be able to run them out of the game. The 1-0. This spacious ballpark with the wind blowing out, you never know. It's not quite Colorado, but you can put some runs on this board when the wind's blowing out. Grant Holmes is warming up in the pen like we had talked about earlier. The 2-0 count. Swing, golfs it over the third base dugout, 2-1. Someone's in here talking about 680. The only thing I can say about that is the only time I ever see 680 anymore, because I just couldn't listen to it. I could feel myself getting dumber. Is the 2-1 pitch. Misses, 3-1. I follow him on like TikTok just to get a good laugh every once in a while. But some of the cockamamie ideas they come up with. The 3-1 count. Swing. Rolls it over to second, and that should be an easy out with Dominic Smith running. 4-3, 2 down. Chase one well out of the zone. Another one he should have spit on. The Braves should have walked about 3 or 4 times by now. They have walked twice. There's been a few of them that they've chased with 3 balls. And Webb is just getting him chased a little bit out of the zone. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch punches it foul over the first base dugout. It's 0-1. Yeah, that's enough said, John. The 0-1. It's a local radio station, Rose. The 0-1 pitch, swing, slaps it up the middle, right into the teeth of the defense. 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. They're guys who know college football a little bit, but they try to talk baseball when the season's not going on. That's the short of it. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 4th we go. Trailing by 5 here in Braves country.
I just know your dad changes the subject when your name comes up. I just know your dealer sells you oregano-laced weed, and you have no idea. And then you bring it to Thanksgiving and act like you're one of the cool cousins.
Do you think it should have the chance to go back to Redskins, or are you fine with Commanders, or where do you stand on that?
Point blank. All the tree huggers, and I don't care if you're in here or not, you may want to leave the room, but forget about it. It's Redskins. My Super Bowl rings say Redskins, Washington Redskins. My grandfather is full Seminole Indian on my mother's side. So I'm Native American, and it doesn't bother me at all. And when I asked my grandfather when he was alive, when I was playing in the 80s, he said, "No, grandson, I'm very proud of you playing in the NFL."
Question, am I allowed to run over pedestrians if they're still trying to wear COVID masks? Yes or no?
At least I'm not on crack. Out of all of the things I'm struggling with in life, crack is not one of them. A win is a win.
So today, I'm wearing a nice dark shade of exhaustion under my eyes. Hope you like it.
There's no question that Nolan Ryan, when he first came to the Mets, was very wild. His minor league numbers, they're right out of Nuke LaLoosh from Bull Durham. And then he gets called up to the Mets pretty young, at the point where he's probably not ready to go.
So Nolan Ryan makes his major league debut against one of the heaviest hitting teams in baseball, the Atlanta Braves.
I can remember coming out of the bullpen in Chase Stadium, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm going to be facing Henry Aaron, Eddie Matthews, and Philippe Alou and those guys. God, I had those guys' baseball cards.
Tall, a slender right-hander.
Joe Torre was on that team.
And the pitch to Joe Torre. A fly ball, well hit to right field, way back. And it's over the wall.
Welcome back. Elder is still in there? Question mark. The first pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 in the dirt. Ball 2-0. I can guarantee you what you're about to get from Elder. It's either going to be they're sending him to the bullpen, or we're going to get is the 2-0 misses high 3-0. We're going to get a ghost IL. The 3-0. Cutter for a strike, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, sawed off foul, full count. Eldridge, 1 for 1 with a double. He came home to score on sac fly. At the time, making it 2-0. The 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. Eldridge, that was pitch 61. I've already changed the emoji. By the way. 2 grand homes in anticipation that he was coming in, but Elder's not been pitching well enough for us to put him back. First pitch is off the plate for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. Chapman, the batter. The 1-0 pitch, swing. Brings it up the middle. Kim, off-balance throw, fires a perfect P over to first. 6-3, 2 down. Two up, 2 down. First pitch down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 right there for a strike, 1-1. One count. Yes, John. Or the 2-0 count, excuse me. Shifted my eyes for a second. The 2-0 outside wide, 3-0. We're here for all the Atlanta Braves games. And we do some out-of-town games, too. It's a 3-0 pitch right down the pipe, 4-seam fastball, 3-1. It's our 6th year for Braves Country Radio. This coming week, I believe we have double headers on Wednesday and Friday. The 3-1 count. Brings it. Swing, chops it off his instep, full count. Braves trail 5-0. Still a ways to go in this one. They can keep them shut down here. We got a chance to climb back in it. Middle of the order due up in the 5th inning. The payoff pitch. Swing, rips it towards center, and taking a few steps to his left, making the catch is Money Mike, and that'll end the inning. 75% of this world is covered by water. The rest by Michael, the Hawk Harris. We'll be back in a flash.
War's over, man. Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value.
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! Just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right.
We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta here?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a We struck the mother lode!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember?
Fuck, I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes
First pitch on the way is right there for a strike to Austin Riley. Let me go ahead and bring this screen back in. Righty-righty matchup, the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs for a strike, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Brings it. Changeup down and away, about 86 miles an hour on that one. 1-2. Austin Riley batting .214 on the year, 0 for 2 tonight. I still don't understand why they don't put the Yaz in front of him as the pitch is swung on and grounded back to the pitcher softly. 1-3, one away. If you're trying to break up the bullpen later in the game too, it seems like it would be more beneficial to have Dubon, then a lefty like Yaz, and then Riley, because he's not been hitting the ball well, so there's no reason to rush him in the order. This offense has stalled the last 2 or 3 weeks. First pitch is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Every team goes through these lulls, and I do expect them to come back, but it's frustrating to watch it. The 1-0 pitch. Sweeper nowhere near the zone. Ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Braves trail by 5. They've already taken game 1 in this series, and Chris Sale is on the mound for us tomorrow. We got a tough customer, Robbie Ray, who pitched lights out against Atlanta in Atlanta earlier this year. It was a 2-0. It's upstairs, 2-1. So that'll be two lefties going at it tomorrow. What Grant Holmes can do, if he can come in and spell the next few innings, he can save the back of that bullpen as the 2-1 misses high. 3-1. And they can be really aggressive heading into the back end of that game with Sale on the mound. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into center field. The wind carrying it. Dying at the wall. Warning track power. F8 in your scorecard. And there's 2 away. Man, that looked like that was going to get out. Gilbert had to take it all the way to the back of the center field wall, right in front of the bullpen. In fact, he clanked into that gate right there in front of the Braves bullpen as he made the catch. So 2 down, and Ha-Seong Kim, the batter. I think you might see a situation in the very near future where you're going to get piggybacks as the first pitch is out and away, called for a wide strike to Kim. It's 0-1. You see what they did last night with Waldrop and Raylo. I do think Waldrop's heading back to the rotation. It may not be next week as the 1-0, or 0-1, excuse me, misses outside 1-1. The way Weiss talked, they asked him after the game whether or not he would stay up, and Weiss said, well, we want to keep him stretched out. We don't want to send him into the bullpen as the 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So the idea would be that you send him back down to possibly get a start in the minor leagues so you keep him stretched out. I think he might make it one more ring through into middle of next week is the 1-2. Just misses 2-2. Sweeper trying to grab the zone. You could, in theory, carry Waldrop all the way to the beginning of the final week of the first half, and then when he makes that start, or whether it's a bullpen, a piggyback, then you could send him back to the minor leagues to stay stretched out, the 2-2. Rattles in and out of the glove of the rookie Kavanaugh, and we'll do it again. Just remember, if you send him down, it's about 2 weeks before you can bring him back up unless there's an injury. So if you get a ghost injury, and it wouldn't shock me if they do that with Elder, then all bets are off. The 2-2 to Kim. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ha-Seong Kim is now batting after that strikeout. I believe it's 069. Let me double check it. Yeah, 069 after that at bat. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country. Mac McGee
and I, we're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio
is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
you can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help,
Braves Country Radio.
and it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
Join our team. We really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help? There's room on our team for you.
Five to nothing your scores. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. 5 runs, 5 hits, and an error for Bryce Elder over 4 innings, and he gone. As Grant Holmes brings the first pitch, fires it right there, P at the knees on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Grant Holmes coming in with a 4.17 ERA, and they may let him pitch 4 innings plus tonight, depending on how it goes. The 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. If you remember when he first came up with Atlanta, he was a middle reliever. He typically came in and gave 2 innings, and then he was thrusted into duty on the final day of the season back in 24 when we had to win that last game against the Mets on the doubleheader. And he was the guy that came to the hill that night. Chris Sale was injured, if you remember that whole fiasco. As the pitch is banged off the plate, it's 1-2. And he pitched to Jim. Granted, the Mets had benched a lot of their players, but he was pitching outstanding in 2024. The 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. It really wasn't that bad last year. He struggled a little bit this year, but I like Holmes in the pen. I always did. I always thought that him and Raylo would be better in the pen. But Raylo's got it in his head that he needs to be a starter, and he's a free agent, and that's playing a lot into it. As the 2-2 bangs it down the line, foul. And the problem with Elder that you have is you can't send him down. You have to DFA him. He's out of options. And the Braves have been so thin at pitching, I don't think they're going to be willing to do it. The 2-2 pitch, swing, swatted, deep into left field. Making the running catches, Mauricio Dubon in the corner. What a great running catch there by Dubon. One away. F7 in your scorecard. L7, you can put it down. That ball was ripped. He made a great running catch like a gazelle out there. He gets a fist bump and a applause from his pitcher on the mound, Grant Holmes. First pitch to Luis Arias is slapped down the line foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. This is a guy I've always wished would be an Atlanta Brave. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifts it, high into left field. Drifting over, making the catch for out number 2 is Dubon once again, F7. And it's not that he's like the most outstanding batter in the world, but I love watching Arias play. And he gets on base. He's always, right now he's batting .321 after that out. He's always batting well north of 300. And he's a good table setter to put at the top of the lineup. Even when Acuna comes back, you could put him batting second. If Acuna gets on, he's going to do a good job of moving him around. And they have said he's on the trading block. First pitch down and away to Casey Schmidt. Giants left fielder. He's 1 for 2 with the run scored. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Upstairs for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 count. Curveball in the dirt. 2-1. It's pretty cool. They got a scene. Actually, both of them are showing it. Both the San Fran and the Atlanta broadcast is showing the 2-1 pitch. Chops it down the line 2-2. But there's a couple sitting up in the nosebleeds. And one of them's wearing a Giants Yastrzemski jersey, and the other one's wearing a Braves Yastrzemski jersey. The 2-2. Brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Grant Holmes. Kenny Powers going to work here in San Fran.
I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising. I'm Kenny Powers! I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
On this date in 1940, to honor the lyricist of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the Brooklyn Dodgers celebrate Jack Norworth Day at Brooklyn's Ebbett Field. Songwriter and his partner, Albert Von Tilzer, who wrote the music, had never seen a game when they created the song in 1908. On this date in 1963, Detroit Tigers first baseman Norm Cash plays an entire game without recording a putout in the team's 10-6 loss to the Twins at Minnesota's Metropolitan Stadium. 6 strikeouts, 16 fly balls, and 2 fielders' choices for the 24 outs made by the home team. And on this date in 1973, in the Cardinals' 15-4 rout of the Pirates at Three River Stadium, Joe Torre hits for the cycle. The St. Louis first baseman accomplishes the feat with the first inning double, a home run in the third, a triple in the fourth, and a single with 2 outs in the ninth. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today.
For about 70 cents, you can buy a can of soda, regular or diet. For about 70 cents, you can also buy a cup of coffee. For about 70 cents, you can buy a pack of gum, plain or sugarless. For
10 cents a day,
you can buy
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio. Welcome back. First pitch to Money Mike is right down the outside edge. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is Logan Webb. Brings it. Sinker on the outer black, kissing the edge. 1-1. Webb 73 pitches in. 1-1 to Harris. Swing, chops it off his ankle. Bends down with a little bit of... appears to be okay. Have to walk that one off, rub some dirt on it. The 1-2. The Braves once again have been swinging early and often, so he's in line. If he's got a quick inning here, he may even go 7 for the Giants. The 1-2 pitch. Misses high. 2-2. You'd like to see the Braves at the top of the order up, get some offense going here. Put some pressure on the Giants, if nothing else, to wear out their pen before tomorrow. The 2-2. Swing. Hard hit ball. Backhanded by Arias. Diving grab, jumps, flips. 4-3 on the putout. Good play there by Arias. One away. That ball was smoked. No, 1 up, 1 down. Open stance from the left side. It's Ozzie Albies. First pitch, upstairs, about letter high, taking for a strike. It's 0-1. Ozzie with 2 quick at bats. He's seen, counting that one, he has seen 4 pitches tonight. The 0-1. Right there on the outer edge, sweeper. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Brings it, swing, chops it off the, just behind the plate to keep the at-bat alive. We'll do it again. A's still lead the Angels 1-0 in the 4th. It's 6-1 Dodgers over the Padres in the, I believe that's the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Olsen on deck. Pops it back foul, and we'll do it again. June 27th, 1987. It's hard to believe. Almost 40 years ago is the 0-2 pitch. Swing, lifts it towards left, and making the run and grab backhanded towards the left field line is Casey Schmidt for out number 2. It's hard to believe this has been almost 40 years ago because I just think of it as being yesterday. But rookie first baseman Mark McGwire hit 3 home runs, drove in 5, helping the A's beat the Indians 13-3. If y'all remember, he would finish with 49 home runs in that season. They should have started testing him right after that ball game. First pitch to Matt Olson is off the plate, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. As soon as he hit that third one, they should have said, all right, man, pee in this cup. We're trying to avoid a whole thing later on next decade. The 1-0 pitch, swing, fouls it back, 1-1. 1-1 count. Two down. The 1-1 pitch, swing, punches it up in the air, foul over the third base dugout. That'll make it 1-2. Atlanta Braves with 1 hit all day long.
That's all. We got 1 damn hit.
You can't say damn on the
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
The 1-2. Outside wide, 2-2. Two to Olson. He got one up in the air earlier in this game, and the wind almost carried out, and it was a very simple fly ball. The 2-2, way outside wide, pitch out territory, and it's a full count. The only base hit we've gotten all night long was the hit by Dubon. Webb has walked 2. The payoff pitch to Olson. Top of the 6th, swing, pops it up. Got well underneath that one, and he knows it. Slams the bat. Jung-Ho Lee calling off Arias. He almost got that to drop. But he'll make the catch, F9 your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 5 here in San Francisco.
I was just sitting here all innocent and shit. Then I met y'all crazy fuck.
Alexa, I'm not feeling so hot.
You're looking hot.
What?
I said, oh no. What's wrong?
Yeah, I think I'm coming down with something.
I bet a kiss would make you feel better.
What?
Dayquil. I said, how about you take some Dayquil?
Oh, okay, thanks.
Would you like me to take your temperature to see if you have a fever?
Yeah, you can do that?
All I have is a rectal thermometer.
What?
All I have is this rectal thermometer, so drop your pants and bend over for mama.
This one hit deep to right. It's got a chance. Way back. Strawberry turned. He didn't even give chase. And it's under the scoreboard. A home run for Larry Walker, his first of the year. Oh, brother, was that hit. That thing might have gone over this Chrysler building.
Not only his first home run of the year, it's his first home run in the major leagues. Remember that one.
So will we. Oh, man.
Oh, this ball is really crushed. A fastball right on the inside part of the plate. And Strawberry doesn't bother even watching.
Nolan never expected baseball to be a long career. His goal was to play 4 years and you could qualify for a pension.
Nolan didn't have a plan. He was going to be a vet.
When he went on road trips, he would bring his books about cattle and veterinary medicine and, study in his free time. He always tried to prepare himself for life after baseball. With the Mets, they had a lot of good young arms at the time. He just didn't know if he would even get in a rotation. He was in relief, pretty much.
At this point, you look back and you go, Nolan Ryan was a relief pitcher? But he was young and he was inexperienced. They didn't think he'd be a consistent winner because he couldn't control the ball.
He just wasn't polished.
You gonna behave?
Welcome back, y'all. Jung-Ho Lee, the batter, first pitch, slider for a strike from Grant Holmes. Back out there for another inning of work. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Punches it off the foot, and it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Home plate umpire Chris Conroy stepped out there to give him a chance to kind of walk that one off as the 0-2. Four-seam fastball misses, 1-2. 1-2 count. Yeah, that's a new batch, and I do apologize. I didn't know that they hadn't queued it down for me as the 1-2. Down and 2-2. So if you spilled your drink, I apologize. That thing came flying out of nowhere. The 2-2. Slider in the dirt, and it's a full count. Grant Holmes came on for Bryce Elder, who was inefficient tonight. Holmes has thrown one inning and one strikeout. The payoff pitch. Swing! Swats it foul down the line. Do it again. The payoff, swing, chopper, over to second. Ozzy's got it. 4-3 on the putout. One away. One down, and here comes that man again. Rafael Devers is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Both of the swats on hanging sliders from Bryce Elder. The first one a solo shot, the second one a 3-run blast that hit the foul pole. First pitch is banged off the plate for sinker for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2 count. Right there at the knees. Strike 3. Caught looking. 2 down. And it was with the slider. It's amazing what you can do when the ball stays down in the zone. Rosemary, you're not alone. Nobody likes Devers, not even the Giants. They're trying to trade him right now. Then he pulled that stunt in Miami as the first pitch swinging by Willie Adames. He'll lift it into center field. It's down for a base hit. And it's a 2-out single for the San Francisco Giants. Bringing Bryce Eldridge to the plate. Grant Holmes is at 24 pitches here. The way it plays out, he could take us to the end of the game. First pitch down and in. Taken for a ball, it's 1-0. Did not know that, Jernai. The 1-0 pitch. Down and in, 2-0. To Eldridge. He's 1 for 2 with the run scored and a strikeout. Infield back and to the right. The 2-0 pitch right there at the knees. 2-1. I don't know what is going on with that camera. It keeps looking up and around. I've tried to change it 3 times. It keeps... Something's going on in San Fran. The 2-1 pitch. Down and in, 3-1. Maybe the Grateful Dead's in town and the camera got a hold of something. Standing on deck is Matt Chapman. The 3-1. Bang! Right there at the knee. Sinker. 93 miles an hour, full count. So the runner at first will be off to the races. The payoff pitch, runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So, actually, Devers didn't go. I just looked at it in the corner. He just stood there. That's another reason why nobody wants that guy. We'll go to the top of the 7th, trailing by 5 here in Braves country.
I wish the damn dollar store would buy Verizon so we'd have a cell tower every 7 miles.
You couldn't pay me to leave my differing opinion below someone else's post. If I don't like something, I scroll. Like, you'll never catch me below someone else's post being like, actually, that's not a factual statement. Go by. I get 30 seconds of clear-headedness a day. I'm not using my one lucid moment to leave my Kraft macaroni and cheese comment. No way. And some of you are out there fighting the good fight. Good for you. God bless. But like, some of you are in my comments leaving full-fledged thesis statements about something I never gave a shit about to begin with. Can you imagine spending 5 minutes writing a full-fledged paragraph only to be blocked, deleted, and blocked? Yo, you couldn't pay me.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
You know the rules, Chuck. Pick any carpet you like, just not the tiles. Rico had gone over and asked a couple of guys on the bench, what do I look for? And they said, heat.
And the pitch is swung on and missed. All alive with a tremendous performance.
I was surprised, as other people were, that Gil stayed with me the rest of the game.
Nolan Ryan, who came in the ball game, was the Mets behind 2-0 in the third. 1 out away from the National League pennant. Mets leading 7-4.
The players are going nuts. They couldn't believe it. He's a hero. He wins the pennant for the Mets.
That's gonna be the greatest day of my life.
That night, there was a big celebration in the Diamond Club. That was the first time I had ever had a glass of champagne, and the last time I ever had a glass of champagne.
I found this job on Indeed. Praise hell and praise Dale.
Welcome back. First pitch swinging by well, that was a quick out. First pitch swinging by Drake Baldwin was lifted into center field, and it's going to be an F8 in your scorecard. 1 away. Drake continues to struggle, batting now .261 on the year. Remember, it wasn't that long ago. He was well above 300. Dominic Smith, the batter, first pitch, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. I'd say he's probably going to get the seat tomorrow. With Robbie Ray and it being a day game. The 1-0 pitch dribbled up the middle. Willie Adames will have plenty of time to throw out Dominic Smith on a 6-3. 2 down. Top of the 7th, Braves trail 5-0. 5 runs, 6 hits. 1 error for the San Francisco Giants. No runs, 1 hit. No errors for your Atlanta Braves.
That's all. We got 1 damn hit.
You can't say damn on the air.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
Mauricio Dubon takes the first pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Dubon, 268 on the year with 8 home runs. The 0-1 swing. Chops it over to third, and that's going to end the inning. Matt Chapman, sure-handed Key Stoner, will flip it to first. And just like that, the Braves go down 1-2-3. Logan Webb is cruising. We go to the bottom of the 7th here in Braves country. Welcome back. Grant Holmes starts us off with a changeup inside to Matt Chapman. It's 1-0. The 1-0 swing pops it up. Bending back towards the first base dugout. It'll just be out of play. Man, that's where to watch the game at right there. That's the first time I've noticed that. They've got a little bar area, little brick wall bar area, but you can sit there, put your drinks there, and you're sitting right next to the Braves dugout, first base side. That's always been a bucket list of mine, is to go to that park to see a Braves game, is the 1-1 down and away tournament. I just don't ever know why I would ever be in San Francisco. But I love that stadium. It's so expensive to travel there, the 2-1. Right there for a strike, 2-2. 2-2 count. So you could see a situation where is the 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. One away. You could see a situation where they decide, in theory, you could piggyback a couple of times a week with this rotation. Because if you look at it, and the only problem is carrying, at that point, you're only carrying 6 pitchers for your actual bullpen. Because the first pitch is right there for a strike, cutter. A little bit out of the zone, but got the call. It's 0-1. But if you think about it, if you could spread it out as the 0-1 pitch, swing lifted, high and deep into left field, drifting back, making the catch at the warning track for a loud out number 2 is Dubon. If you have Chris Sale and you have Martin Perez, and then you could couple together, and I'm just doing this for argument's sake because it's how it played out in this series, you piggyback Elder with Holmes, and then of course Waldrop with Raylo, and you could mix it up. It's the first pitch down and it's 1-0. That next pitcher that could be in there could be J.R. Ritchie until the others get healthy. The 1-0 pitch, swing, hard hit on the ground to Skim. He'll flip it to first, and that'll end the inning. So we'll head to the 8th inning, and the Atlanta Braves trail 5-0. Let's see if we can wake them up here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS! Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you've probably seen a couple.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Ryan Walker coming into the game. Righty-righty matchup. Austin Riley swings at the very first pitch, and it'll be an easy ground out. 5-3 on the putout, and there's one away. One up, one down. Yastrzemski at the plate. First pitch is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 right there for a strike. Four-seam fastball, top shelf. The 1-1. Throws a sinker there on the outer edge, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 to Yaz. Upstairs, 2-2. If you go back to the beginning of this month, the Braves had a 9.5 game lead on both Washington and Philadelphia. 13.5 on Miami and 14 on the Mets. The 2-2. This is outside wide ball, 3-3-2. Now you fast forward to today, and the Marlins are within 6.5. The Phillies are within 4.5. Nationals within 9. It's a 3-2 pitch. Swing, pops it up. Bending over towards the third base dugout. It'll fall into the dugout, and we'll do it again. The only team we've made ground up on are the Mets. We've stayed about status quo for the Nationals, but the Marlins and Phillies have made big, big strides. We're about 5 weeks away from the deadline, so the idea that piggybacking would be is the payoff pitch, swing, rifles it foul. It depends on who you want to be piggybacking with, but essentially, you would set a 5-man rotation until you get to the deadline, figure out who you get in. And 2 of your guys in the bullpen would be long men, guys like Grant Holmes. The payoff pitch, swing, pops it up. And that'll bend out of play. Full count once again. And the idea would be you would probably break up Perez and Sale so that if you had back-to-back nights where you had to go to the piggyback route, you could do it and still keep the rest of your bullpen rested enough to cover the other innings. The payoff pitch, swing, rifles it back foul. Because even though they keep talking about, and they do this every year, they'll sit there and they'll tell you that teams are going to be trading early, guys like Skubal and everything like that, and it never seems to come true. It always seems like you're waiting till the final day before they start pulling the trigger. Sometimes the final weekend. The payoff pitch to Yaz, swing, rips it towards center field, on the run, making the catch. On the run is Gilbert. Great catch out there for out number 2. That was the 10th pitch of the at-bat. That's kind of where the Braves are at right now, because you don't have guys that you can rely on to go deep into games except for Chris Sale. And usually Perez will give you 5 or 6. That's not really deep, but typically he can give you 5, usually 6. First pitch to Hassan Kim is outside the zone for a ball. It's 1-0. I think it's more likely when people keep talking about Skubal that the Braves are going to try to get 2 pitchers, 2 starters, as opposed to 1 elite. Is the 2-0. That sinker missing outside. Because you got to get to the postseason. If the Braves were still 10 games up, I'd say, yeah, go all in and go get Skubal. The 2-0 down and away, 3-0. But right now, I'm looking at it as we need to get to the postseason. And if guys like Schwellenbach get back and play and get to pitching where they were, is the 3-0 outside wide ball 4. Ha-Seong Kim heads down to first. But if you get a Schwellenbach back or an A.J. Smith-Shawver, they can help fill out that rotation at the end of the season. Michael Harris II is the batter. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is right there at the knees. Sinker. It's 0-1. Sam Henkes, the left-hander, is warming up in the pen. Sure, he's going to be coming in to face Riley. I mean, not Riley. Olsen. The 0-1. Swing. Punches it over the third base dugout foul. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Walker comes set, brings it inside, 4-seam fastball, 1-2. The Braves will be making moves. The question will be, are they going for the elite top-end starter, or are they going to go try to get a couple of 2s or 3s? The 1-2 lifted down the line, foul bending out of play. And I really think that's where it is. You're talking about a 1-year rental on most of these trades. And Anthopoulos has not really shown that he's been willing to tear the entire thing down to go after one. And that ball just crossed over the foul pole. But to go after one run in October, he wants to stay consistent contenders. The 1-2 just misses outside, slider. Missing the outer grab, and it's 2-2. But I do believe this team will be in the postseason. The question will be, are we going to go in as a deep team, or are we going to be top-loaded? The 2-2 pitch, swing, punches it out and away. And you can make arguments either way on which one's better. Let's say you get a Robbie Ray, and let's say you get another starter of that ilk. That can bring you all the way to a division title. And then you've got Chris Sale. You've got Schwellenbach. The 2-2 punches it. And honestly, I thought Waldrop's stuff wasn't as bad as it looked. Look, last night he struggled a little bit. But you got to understand, this stadium is kind of like Denver in the point where the ball does funny things. And he had never pitched in this stadium before. He looked much better the first outing. I think that's what we're going to get out of him. The 2-2 pitch, swing, pops it up. High in the sky, and foul territory. Chapman will make the catch and step down the steps, and that'll take us to the bottom of the 8th. Waldrop even said so in the postgame, saying that he had never pitched here before, and it kind of took him by surprise. We'll be back in a flash.
So my mama was over at my house this morning, and she is so damn judgmental. I was just trying to teach her about my new favorite coffee creamer, and she over here asking questions like, why are you drinking that this early? Isn't that whiskey? Like, first of all, mama, damn, mind your business. I'll tell you how to make your coffee.
Whenever I see cheese, I hear 2 voices in my head. One of them says, eat the cheese.
And the other one?
The other one says, you heard him, eat the cheese.
I just seen a post that said, if you want to know if you got self-control, look at your stomach. First of all, your mama.
And wouldn't you know it, 10 days later, the Miracle Mets won the whole damn thing.
The Mets are the world champions.
At the tender age of 22, Nolan Ryan had a World Series ring.
For about 4 or 5 days, and being on the Ed Sullivan Show, a ticker tape parade, and being world champions, and then going home and kind of stepping back into our normal lives. I'd go home, get a job so I could survive until next spring training, and try to go to school too.
Did you have to work the year after you won the World Series?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I installed central heating and air conditioning. Back in those days, you only got paid during the season, and my first contract with the Mets was $7,000. And so, you know, you didn't have extra money.
Look at this scene.
When the Mets won the World Series, he got a little bit of a bonus. He helped his parents pay off their house, and he put some money down on a piece of property.
Oh my God, don't drink the water! I'm so gonna brush my teeth with tequila. Mexico! Hey, is this beach topless? No, but my margarita's bottomless. Mexico!
Welcome back. First pitch from Grant Holmes is right there on the outer edge for a strike to get us going. Four-seam fastball to Luis Arias, top of the order for the Giants. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Right there at the knees, 0-2. 0-2 count. Way high out of the zone, four-seam fastball. Braves trail 5-0. 2 runs in the second, 3 in the third, and that's it. Braves have just one hit themselves as the 1-2 pitch swing. Chops it over to second. Ozzy's got it, flips it to first, and there's one away. One up, one down. Casey Schmidt, the left fielder, 1 for 3 on the day, coming to the plate, righty-righty. Grant Holmes fires a changeup below the knees. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, swing, chops it down the third base line, 1-1. One count. Lee on deck. The pitch swung on and lifted. Fairly high, fairly deep, but it'll die just before the warning track as the wind has come to a standstill here. 2 down. F9 your scorecard. Yaz with the catch. Beginning of the game, that ball was wailing out of the stadium, and those were big factors in the Giants getting on the board early and often. Jung Ho Lee, the batter, 0 for 3 on the day. The pitch on the way, swung on and lifted, and he will be 0 for 4 as that'll be an F7. Mauricio Dubon will grab the ball, flip it into the crowd, and we'll go to the top of the 9th. Only needing 4 bloops and a blast to get back in this baby.
We're a team. One person struggles, we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know, I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent?
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are. When you take that field, you've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line, and if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey!
What's this lying around?
Well, what are we supposed to do, you moron?
What? Over? Did you say over? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? Oh, we're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble. Well, just kick my ass from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this!
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! And it ain't over now! Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going! Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out.
Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires
our opponent.
Dead!
A really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part.
Our opponent.
Dead!
We're just the guys to do it.
Let's go! Go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me. I gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Welcome back. Ozzie Albies leads us off the first pitch swing. He belts that deep into the left field corner, and that ball is going to be just foul. A few feet left of the foul pole, or that would have put the Braves on the board. Henkes is on the southpaw to face Ozzie, Olson, and Drake. The 0-1. Dribbled over towards short. Adames has it. 6-3, one away. So Ozzie will finish 0 for 4. By my count, he saw 6 pitches tonight. Excuse me, 7. 7 pitches tonight. Lefty-lefty matchup. Matt Olson, the batter. Slider upstairs, right across the letters for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Misses high, 1-1. The 1-1 swing and a miss, four-seam fastball. Right by him, 1-2. The 1-2 count. Four-seamer misses high, 95 miles an hour, 2-2. If this score holds, this will be the 7th time the Braves have been shut out this year. They were shut out in April 11th, 1-0 against the Guardians. As the 2-2 fouls it away. Two 2-0 against the Cubs, 12-0 against the Marlins, 2-0 against Washington, 8-0 against the Red Sox, and 1-0 against the Padres this week. The 2-2 pitch swung on, pops it up into center field, and it'll be an F8 in your scorecard, and the Braves are 1 out away. Drake Baldwin standing at the plate. First pitch swinging, slices it foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Same two teams back at it tomorrow. 4:10 first pitch. We're coming on the air at 3:45 tomorrow, so you can spend time with the family on a Sunday as the 0-1. Right there, first strike. It's 0-2. And it'll be Chris Sale Day, so I like our chances to win this series. this was just a bitter pill to take because of the outing that Bryce Elder had. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him, strike 3. I think Drake Baldwin probably needs a day off, to be honest with you. Braves lose a tough one. And we're back on the losing end of it.
This sucks, and it's horse but I'm too polite to say anything, because I'm a class act.
There isn't anything to do. We're done. We're licked.
What do they do to us?
Right now, we're caught as we're wanted. If it's amusement you're after, I guess the game's up.
That's all over with.
Oh, what a loser!
So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight.
Oh no! We suck again!
Braves lose a tough one, 5-0. One hit for Atlanta. No runs, one hit, no errors. Logan Webb once again dominates the Atlanta Braves. We've seen this time and time again. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for San Francisco, and Elder earns the loss with 5 earned runs in 4 innings. Webb 7 innings, 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. Braves back on the losing end. They'll go to 49-32. Giants will go to 34-48, and we'll try to win this series tomorrow. Our MVPs of the night. Give the MVP to John Shealy. And honorable mentions to Uncle Charlie and Rich 22. Tough way to lose a game. You look forward to it all day long. Only good news is, y'all, this game ended quick fast. Game time, 2 hours and 2 minutes, and the attendance, only 35,000 people saw this. And whoever was in this chat. They're back to putting the attendance again. They haven't done that in a while. I don't know what got them back doing it. I know I was complaining about it earlier this season. I seriously doubt they care what I have to say. We'll see you next time, y'all. And Atlanta Braves lose a tough one, 5-0. But it's Chris Sale tomorrow, and in Chris Sale we trust. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain, and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go, and now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.